line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. He completes it to Jones. Stop shy of the 45.
Brady's
showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Jones.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 65 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cardinals nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Carry for Kenyon Drake. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 35 for a Cardinals. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
It's complete to Drake. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Murray off play action. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. On play action, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A gain of a yard.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Brady's pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They're calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
From the 29, Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Switch. He's going for it, moving. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 2.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 55 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Buccaneers 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action, now it's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a blessed with no one can feel.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Switch. Check. Lucky.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Isaiah Simmons.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, and a second and 10 upcoming. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. The sack backs him up third and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
He
gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
The CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? One by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Brady's pass.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for
we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incomplete. Completion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. This first running back, McCoy. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And that is incomplete. Brady, a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Through the banker with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate at home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. And then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
Second and 5.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey. Motion.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slip.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he finds Daniels. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Check 9. SOS.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was taken down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
giving up 40.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
First
from the gun, Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.